Good morning, Lily.
Morning.
You getting your schoolwork done?
Uh-huh.
You have a helper?
Uh-huh. Lucy.
Good morning, Lucy.
She's watching Lola play.
So I want to go play more. Stop locking me up in this prison.
Hey guys, so super exciting that we got to share with you all. Hopefully you got to see, but yes, we're expecting baby number 4. Super surprise. But she will be here in just a few weeks. And although we are crazy excited and cannot wait, and it's just, I mean, who doesn't want to have a newborn in their house? But we still have 3 other kids that have to be, schooled, and stuff has to get done. And we do know it will be a C-section, so I know, ahead of time, this will be my 4th one. So we know ahead of time, there's some downtime and stuff like that. So just kind of looking. I try to make sure with all of our homeschool plans we have learned over the year to make them as simple and easy to go with the flow as possible, especially considering our family business. We do weddings. We started the company traveling all over between Tennessee, North Carolina, Georgia, and the Florida Keys. So we had to make sure that with our homeschool, we had to learn to keep things very flexible and easy to kind of go with just our crazy schedules and make it work. So we have the program, and it is what we usually do follow and use, but I like that we try to keep it flexible enough that you can kind of start it and stop it whenever you need to, and kind of just make it fit for your family and whatever you guys are going through. And that's where we kind of going into this new year and knowing with the baby coming and just me recovering from surgery, and it's really cold outside, it's winter time. We all kind of like to hibernate a little bit and just kind of hunker down. So with all of that, coming together, we went ahead and I got these books that I want to tell you guys about. They're the Brain Quest workbooks, and we've used them before as kind of just supplemental things, and kind of extra little workbooks like that, extra areas for them to get some extra time to cover. And we are going to go ahead and switch to those pretty much exclusively. Besides our Bible studies, we're going to switch to that completely for their school for the next little bit. The books aren't super long, so we might not necessarily finish the school year up with them, because we do technically need to go through May to finish up our 2017-2018 school year. But at least this way, it's super easy. The kids sit down with them every morning. We have them ready with their little tabs divided that I'll kind of break down for you guys, and they sit down. Even the 7-year-old, she sits down, she gets going with it. I mean, they knock them out within an hour, a couple hours, and everything's been covered. So I wanted to share them with you. They're easy, they're under $10, and they just kind of take care of everything, make it really easy. So whether you're looking for something to kind of supplement in and have a little extra work on something, if your kids are just really hungry and want to be doing more, and kids go through phases. We have phases where they want to soak up all the information they possibly can, and then others where it's like pulling teeth to get them to listen to a story for 10 minutes. So these are just good little books that we like to use, and that's what we're going to be using here for the next little bit of season with the new baby coming. So we're going to focus on these and have it done. The homeschool plans on the website will be posted and continue on just like they have been all year, but just our family, next little bit, becoming a mom of, a teenager, a 7-year-old, a nearly 5-year-old, and a newborn, we're going to be using these handy little workbooks and letting them kind of take over for the next bit. So here's a breakdown of those. So here's what we're using to do this. I picked up, ordered off Amazon, these Brain Quest workbooks, which we've used before for our oldest, and I absolutely love because it hits on some of everything in just a super easy way, helps, explain the various different things to them that are in there, or kind of help remind you if you haven't done it in a while. So we went ahead and just picked these up, and then I just took a Post-it note and made these little tabs on it for each of the different dividers so they could easily go through them. And so every morning, they each have their book, they open up to their tab, and I'll write a number up on the top for that day of what they need to do. So our 7-year-old, she knows on Monday, This is day 5. She has to do these pages. So when she flips back, she can see her day 4 that she did. She did her work, and then I've gone through and made little notes, fixed her R right there, so she can take a look back at the work that she did, any notes or corrections that I made on it, and then she knows what she's working on today. And then all she has to do is go to the following tab, see where the 5s have been written, so just that page, not that page. Super easy for her, she knows what to do. They have this great little brain box on the bottom that explains the various different things. So I sit with them, I can help read instructions and show them what to do, go through the brain box, or they can go through it, and if they feel good about it, they can do it themselves. So she can see again what she did from the day before, and now she knows day 5, she needs to do this to go through the whole book. And it covers all of the language arts, there's science, there's math, there's spelling, reading comprehension. I mean, really some of everything in here. It's really awesome. It's a great little workbook, under $10, and you know you're kind of covering everything all in one, but it's not so much that they're just, you know, dying and super sick of workbooks either. So for our older kid, obviously, he's got this one, a lot more in depth. He can go through and get started, you know, with each of his markers, where he's at for that day again, find the number 5, he knows what he's working on. And then if there's any of them, especially when he's getting back into some of this math stuff, anything that he is struggling with and not too sure on, you know, getting into some of this geometry and stuff, then he just comes and gets me when he's done with all of his other sections that he can do, and then we work on those together, kind of give him a little bit of a better understanding on any of those areas that he's working on. And then he's got that, so he's got great writing practice. He's got, they're working on different things, just researching and how to do it. Again, brain boxes that help describe all of these different things and give you a little extra info on it. And then when they're done, I just take a bright colored marker, go through, correct everything. I do this at the end of the night. It takes me, you know, 10 minutes. Go through everything, correct it, put any little notes on it, and then mark the next day's work that they're going to do. And in the back, there is some additional little flashcards they can cut out to work on various different topics. And you also have the answer key to everything. So that way it's all kind of nice and easy, all in one book. So this is kind of what we're using to get an even easier, simpler method here over the next coming weeks. With the baby on the way and just everything going on, we'll go ahead and use this for a little bit until we kind of decide if we want to finish up the year with this. We might run out of book before the year's over, and then they'll just go back to the online free program that we have. But at least this way, I know they're still getting a little bit out of all the different topics, so that way everything's being covered, but yet it's super easy. They can both totally do it on their own each day, and everything's covered. Brains aren't turning to mush. They're really great little books.